Your brain creates drugs for your body. Does that make sense? We all know this, yeah? Hypothalamus and various parts of your body are creating chemicals all of the time. If you have a medical condition, you then go to the doctors, they write your prescription. The prescription is designed to offset the chemicals that your body is overproducing. Yeah? Make sense? Now then, here's the question I want you to consider. What is causing your brain to create those chemicals? Because it seems to me, if you can sort out the part that tells your brain, now create these chemicals, then you don't need the drugs. When you're a child and you're about 2 years old, the scary thing about being 2 is there's nothing scary about being 2. It's terrifying for your parents. That's why it's called terrible 2s. Because as soon as you've made that walk, you know the walk between the chair and the table, and you get up and you take your first step, yeah? When you fall down, you never sit there thinking, well, that's it. I'm obviously crippled. You are unstoppable. And then education comes along. And then the big sleep. If you consider 2 rabbits in a field, yeah? 2 rabbits hopping about in a field. At no point during the day does one of those rabbits sit, cross his legs or her legs and think, am I being the best rabbit there can be? Do I need self-development? Rabbits don't do that. I don't know if you've noticed it, but animals tend to be just getting on, being themselves. You guys turn up with pain, and the doctor will give you medication to suppress your pain. Yeah? But what happens then is that suppression just causes your system to ramp the message up further. So you get more pills. So your system ramps the message up even further. Making sense? It's a bit like selling candy bars to people who want to get slim. I love to see what you don't know that you know. Is it possible to know what you don't know? Logically, it doesn't make sense. The moment that you step off your map, the moment you cease to have this identity, your system suddenly knows everything that you didn't know before. It suddenly makes sense. So therefore, it is possible for you to know what you don't know you know. We must accept one truth, and the one truth that we can all accept is there is no such thing as reality. Oops. Every one of us has a different reality. And that's why didactic living, black and white, good, bad, right, wrong, is inhumane for human beings. It doesn't make us healthy. But your screen drives your brain, yeah? So whatever we come up against, we can adjust here. And we don't need your story. We don't need you to say, oh, blah, blah, blah. Don't need the story. Because your story continues to rewire you into the process. Does that make sense? Because everybody thinks real life is something that happens outside of you. Does that make sense? So long as we change it on the inside, it changes on the outside. There is no such thing as reality. That's what Chomsky told us. The fact is, the only reality your brain receives is the one that's on the screen. there's a lot we can do when you understand that your mind is driving the whole vehicle. Your brain plays second place to your mind. We moved into a very mechanical way of looking at the vehicle. Yeah? It's time to put the mind back on the top and put your mind back where it belongs to be. You see what I mean? And medication will not change your mind. What shocks me and pains me personally is looking at how much money is invested in our education system, in our health service, but none of it's actually looking at how to help us. All of that money is pumped into maintaining our conditions.